What's up, guys? I am here in a shack because I need to record a video to say that I am still doing the meetup in Pittsburgh. So I will be at Big Dog Coffee in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tomorrow at 12 noon. It'll actually be like 2 hours after I get into the States for the first time. I haven't been to the States since I left. So I've been in Nicaragua for 9 months total. And now I'm going to be back in the States, really excited. A lot of projects that are going to begin, and a lot of things that are already happening that will be continue to be worked on. I'm really excited. But this is about the meetup. And is there any other information I can give you? Yeah, so if there's a chance that something will happen during me traveling, that's possible. You know, if I don't know, if flight gets delayed or something. So I will still come to Big Dog Coffee if something happens. I guess I should share my flight number. I don't know the flight number. I didn't prepare for that. Oh, crap. Well, if you look, it's a Spirit Airlines flight. It's like 4 or something. It's got a 4 in it. But it's supposed to arrive in in Pittsburgh at like 10:14 or something like that. So around close to 10. So it's possible that I'll be a little delayed. I don't think so, because it's not like, this isn't a direct international flight into Pittsburgh. This is a flight from Nicaragua to Florida, and then a flight from Florida to Pittsburgh. So that usually simplifies things a bit, because if I was coming and internationally landing, then it takes longer. I have to do more stuff, right? Whereas if I'm on a domestic flight, there's less stuff to do. So that's going to be the part of the journey that has less stuff to do. And last time, I've come to Nicaragua twice, and I've left once. So now I'm going to leave the second time. But it didn't take that long. So I'm confident that I'll be able to make it to Big Dog Coffee in Pittsburgh at 12. If I'm a little late, it's because of traveling reasons. I'm set on going there. And I'm going to be there with my friend Hasib, who's the person that I'm going to be living with. And Hasib is a really awesome guy. He inspired me a lot growing up, and is someone I will be close to for the rest of my life. So I'm very lucky to have people like that. And I'm definitely really excited. So, alright, if you're going to be there, that'll be cool. So if you're going to show up, that's awesome. Like, that's really awesome. I'll do a video showing, like, you know, in my head, nobody's gonna show up. Even though people have told me that they will, in my head it's just like, probably not. Because I only did one video about the meetup and I didn't really push it. But that's kind of on purpose, because I don't want to get over my head, right? So that's probably a good thing. Alright guys, thanks, and I'm recording this in the shed on the roof with my phone, so I am not going to be doing much recording for like a day. Yeah, because I'll be traveling, but I'll be doing recordings tomorrow. I bought a nicer cell phone to leave here with the others to make it more likely that they record more videos, because it records really good a video. It was a Z10 or T10, I think, an LG T10. What was weird is it was a phone that's common here, but when I looked it up in the States, I wasn't really easily finding it, and I thought that was odd. But so the thing that's cool about it is that first off, the cameras, I've learned a lot now about camera differences in smartphones, and I understand now that, like, just because it has a camera and a megapixel number doesn't really tell you much about the quality of the image, right? And so what I've found is really good for me and the way that I record is to have a good front-facing camera that, for me, like right now as I'm recording this, I am looking at my phone screen and I can see what I'm recording. And this, I think, is really important, because it gives you live feedback, and whenever you're doing something in the environment, it's easy to keep your face like exactly or mostly in the frame, right? Whereas if I was doing it, like, trying to do it this way, and that's how I record. So having a phone that does that particular method of recording well is really important. And at the moment, I had that phone, but it was for the others. I bought it because I knew that if I can make it as convenient as possible for them to make YouTube videos. So there's a wall that has a bunch of information about making YouTube videos. As far as I'm concerned, they can do pretty much anything that they want because my channel, I just want it to have loads of content. Like, I want to be involved with 1 million videos by the time I die. That's a goal that I think about. And that's not something that you can, like, I can't appear in 1 million videos before I die, but I can be involved in the creation process of 1 million videos. And as far as I'm concerned, like, if I try and set or help this environment that exists here and make it really convenient for the people here to be like, oh, we could earn money on YouTube, and it's all kind of step-by-step laid out in front of us, and that this stuff to record, it's all set up too, and the style is established, and all we have to do is just make the videos. Like, I think that's really good for my channel, to the point where I'm happy to have them earn all of the money that they earn from any kind of product. So that's the main thing I'm trying to encourage them to do, is have a product. Like, I have a course, right? That allows me to monetize my YouTube traffic way, way, way more than ad revenue does. So same would go for them. If they can just make some kind of product, especially living in Nicaragua, it would be really, really easy to earn like $1,000 a month just from some product that's selling off of the traffic that their YouTube videos are making. The trick with this is you can't just you could make a product and then try and make videos, but really what you have to do is focus first on getting in the habit of creating video. And once you're in the habit of doing that, then you think about, okay, what style do I have? What kind of videos do I make when I make videos? Like, what are they like? And then you can take those and make a more focused, specific version of it as a product. And in my case, that was the dropshipping videos, and then the course, right? The more specific version of it that's monetized. So for them, I don't think it would be as easy to earn, like, because on one hand, I had to learn a lot of information in order to make the dropshipping course, and while the course itself didn't take me that long to make, getting to the point where I was able to make the course took about 1.5 years of knowing that if I could bulk process things and just get buttloads of data, then that would educate me enough to be able to supply information that's useful and relevant, right? So that's why my focus wasn't so much on profit, because I knew that if I made the foundation of my income something more, more stable than just sales income, because sales income can fluctuate a lot, especially if you're earning money from a handful of products that are reselling over and over again. That's a great way to earn money, and you can learn loads of money like that. But the thing is that what you find with a lot of really profitable dropshippers is that they have that is where a good chunk of their money comes from. And you have to understand that when you have individual products reselling, that is much more prone to being affected by your competition. And inevitably, those sales will dip. And there will be periods where the same strategies worked for periods of months, and then they just stopped working, like, drastically. You're not talking like 10-20% dip, like more than that, right? That's something that's obviously can happen with other strategies, but really what's best, this is a huge tangent, but it's important for dropshippers, really what's best is that you figure out how to set up a kind of system that's very reliable. Because really, if it still exists and you're still working on it, then it just gets better and better and better. So you don't have to focus on the making it better part. You just have to focus on the keeping it existing part. And by existing, I'm talking about dropshipping. So, like, as a person who's trying to get into dropshipping, really what the best thing you can do is to just continue to pursue your interest in it, continue to watch videos about it, continue to talk to people about it, continue to do any dropshipping stuff that you do. Really, you got to do that on a regular basis and really know a lot about it and really educate yourself, and then the money comes. It really is almost foolproof that way. and this is something that I'm going through and adding. I'm covering so many topics right now. So I'm now transitioning into something on the course. So I have a priority. Just like when I first came to Nicaragua, my goal was to make a course. And now when I go into the States, my first goal is to not remake the course, but take the course myself, go through, add absolutely everything that I've learned about cryptocurrency and all that kind of stuff, and what it's like, how to purchase gift cards overseas, the differences between like what it's like to be a dropshipper overseas and what it's like to be a dropshipper domestically. Because now I get another tangent here. One of the big differences between Mark's philosophy and my philosophy with the course, and ultimately what led to us kind of falling apart, was that I believe that you should create a product in a way that creates it, and then the product tells you what needs to be improved. So in my mind, it's perfectly fine to rush to get a course done so it exists, as long as you are continuously going through and improving it over and over and over again, right? Because my mentality is that if I had worried too much and I had tried to make the perfect course, ultimately, 9 months later, it's very feasible. I would not have had a course. Like, it really is very feasible. So what matters is now it exists, and I have something with a big database of information about reviews, about how I feel about it, because it's been long enough that I didn't just record the videos, right? And I've been able to practice on YouTube over and over again. And so one of the things I'm going to be adding into the course is a section that is all of the YouTube videos that I'm particularly like proud of, or I think that they communicate a point quite well. I realize that I have this block in my head about the videos in the course, and I feel like I shouldn't use YouTube videos in the course, but I think that that's a limitation, and the reality is the best course is done by having YouTube videos and course videos that are unique to the course. I definitely have put a lot of thought now into how can I really make my course next level and go through it and make it more professional, because so far it exists in a more raw form where it's got a lot of information and it's very useful, but I can make it better, and I've learned so much since I made it that I wouldn't say it's out of date. It's just that like now I understand things I didn't understand before, and I haven't put that into the course. So especially like the course was made before the enterprise store was a thing. So the enterprise store makes bulk way, way, way more profitable, and that's going to increase interest in people learning about it. And my course wasn't set up to show people how to bulk dropship. My course was set up as a place that you can learn a lot of different things about dropshipping. You're not just limited to just this method that this instructor uses. You are introduced to a lot of different methods and places to get information and all that kind of stuff. I think that was really, really important. So yeah, I'm really hyped. I went on a huge tangent there, but I figured, it's good to talk about these things, right? So I'm getting on the plane soon. This is weird. Alright guys, see ya. If you're going to be at the meetup in Pittsburgh, see you there. Bye.